You got it, G.
Welcome to the Green and Gold G Lounge. I am your host, the Grave Digger, Gilbert Brown. With me today is two idiots, Dorsey, the Horse Levins, and Amon, Batman Green. What's up, fellas?
What up, Grave Digger? Hey, my
Man,
question is,
chilling.
why you got your Barnum and Bailey circus voice working right now?
Hey man, I got to switch up from you two pretty boys. You know, I got to get a crowd what they came to see. You know what I'm saying? Besides my wrinkled shirt every week, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you say so, you sound like you're about to introduce some monkeys riding some bikes. You probably think that about me and Amon anyway.
Yeah,
Oh
I
God.
just introduced two of them. So anyway, how your weekends go? Let's start with you, Dorsey.
Weekend was good, man. I taught class a couple times. My son had 3 soccer games. They got destroyed one game. Next game, they did the destroying. I tell them, hey man, sometimes you're gonna be the hammer, sometimes you're gonna be the nail.
Yeah.
We all gonna get mollywopped at some point in time in our career. It's gonna happen. It's just a matter of time. But he had 4 goals in one of the games that they won. So that's it, man. I sat around all day yesterday and just sat on the couch.
Ooh.
And just not yesterday, Sunday, and just watched the games after I got home. I was tired, man. You got kids. Kids will wear you out. Y'all already know that. Yeah. How about you, AG? What was your weekend up? What you do?
Oh man, no, it was good. I came back to my new home in Houston. That's where I'm at, sitting in the office here.
Okay.
Got some going from like 50. This is what I love about the whole move now. I left Lincoln, Nebraska. It's like 55. I come down here at 75. I'm like, yes, this is what I'm talking about. It puts my whole emotional status on a whole new level when I come to 75 degrees. So came home. We just been chilling. We've been watching. It's October, so I put Marie through it. But she's caught up with me and my horror movie watching. So we watched some horror movies over the weekend.
Oh, sir.
We watched this vampire movie last night called The Invitation on Netflix. So the night before that was trying to say it was either a zombie movie or it was Us. It was Jordan Peele, Us. I love that dude, what he's doing with his horror movies and just movies in general. So yeah, man, that's it. Watched a little football. Um, Still unboxing some things. We got 1,000 boxes to unbox. We still doing that, but I'm after the show. I'm putting together. She ordered some weight room stuff, so Maurice wants to get back lifting the weights again. So I'm gonna put it together before I get back on the plane, headed back to Lincoln for class. So that's it, man.
Look like them flowers behind you was looking at the horror show too. Put some water.
They got scared. The flowers got scared.
One of them jokers, man. Man, I ain't do too much this weekend, man. I did my foundation stuff as usual, and then yeah, I almost forgot. Hung out with 2017 Hall of Famer Kurt Angle this weekend.
Ooh,
I don't know who that is.
I know you don't. You
was
draw
a running back, right?
Oh my
A
god,
wide receiver. I'm sorry. I
We
shouldn't
don't
have
know,
said
man.
nothing. I should have shut my mouth.
Is he the fishing
he
guy?
got this favorite saying that both of y'all should do. You suck. Kurt Angle, American Olympic gold medalist, wrestler.
Oh, okay. Whole nother sport. Sorry. You
Gilbert, I
said
didn't
Hall
know
of
you watched
Famer. I'm
real
thinking
wrestling. I just
football.
thought you watched WWE. I didn't know you watched the real when they grapple and all that stuff.
When y'all say something stupid, Mike, I'm gonna give y'all that my screen froze look.
Whatever, man. The only
Hey,
reason
man,
he's
you
on
weren't
because
crystal
probably had
clear.
to
You
do some
talking about
foundation
Hall of
work with him
Famer.
this
I'm thinking
weekend.
like football or basketball or something.
Yeah, man.
You didn't say Olympic athlete. You didn't lead with that.
We ain't watch
See,
as
look
they say in the hood growing up, wrestling.
all right.
Shut up, man. Don't talk. Oh, you trying to joke on your boy? I talk.
Real quick from the chat,
No, that's
we
how we
got
said it back
Mad
in the
Max.
day, wrestling.
Yeah, from the chat, we got Mad Max in the house. He says, "Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning, AG,
What up,
G,
Mac?
and
Good morning.
Dorsey."
Good
And then
morning.
we got BR Facial in the house as well. He's having a good time. We already got him laughing. So
You can't.
that's it.
So let's jump into the college game, fellas.
Yep.
I know I got one team. I know AG got one too. So we're gonna start with the dude with the 9 teams. Go ahead, Dorsey. Tell everybody
Well,
9 teams.
Well, Georgia Tech coming off that stunning victory in Miami 2 weeks ago, they gave us the week off. They said, y'all play so well, just don't play nobody this week. Go hit the streets of Atlanta. Go check out a couple strip clubs. We give you we got the weekend off.
This is a family show.
Don't get caught up.
This is not a family show, Gilbert. You cuss all the time. So I don't want to hear that shit. Syracuse got mollywopped by Florida State 41-3.
Yeah, they got beat down.
Reminded me, so remember we talked about earlier, sometimes you're the hammer, sometimes you're the nail.
Yep.
When I was at Georgia Tech my senior year, we went down to Florida State and we were the nail, 51-3. Couldn't get the game over with fast enough. And that kind of reminded me of that yesterday when Syracuse went down there and caught that L. And Notre Dame, man, Notre Dame surprised me. I thought USC was supposed to be good. But Notre Dame was favored to win the game, and then they won like 48-21 or something like that. They
48-20. Yep, 48-20.
Yeah. So
yeah, I'm confused too with USC. I'm like, what's going on? They got the Heisman Trophy winner Caleb Williams, who started the season off balling, and now he's just kind of. I think he's all that money. I know he's getting paid in NIL, so he might, in the back of his head, he like, you know what? I'm good. Let me just wait for this first round draft pick to come around. And I might get another Heisman Trophy. I just got to play out good, consistently. But yeah, they got beat down. I was like, wow, that was in LA too. Notre Dame came to Cali and whooped them. So a little surprise there.
What about you?
What happened with Kansas? I think are we talking about Nebraska? All right, we'll get to that's what I thought.
No, we ain't like we needed to take a break too. We got
you was on the same bye week with the Packers.
So we're on the same bye week too. But we gotta I won't trash talk. I'll keep it normal. We got a team we should beat in Northwestern coming into Lincoln this weekend. Me and Marie will be at the game. It's a 2:30 kickoff. We're gonna start putting on maybe a hoodie and a Scully because it's gonna be a little chilly at 2:30 kickoff on Saturday in Lincoln, Nebraska. So yeah, we'll be watching my Huskers playing against those. What is Northwestern anyway? What is their mascot? The Wildcats. That's what they are, the Wildcats. So yeah, watching them this weekend. That's it, man.
AG, you ain't got a box in Nebraska? You ain't got a box seat?
Nah. We don't have a box like we got in Green Bay and Lincoln. We do get tickets. So.
But Amon, hey Chili, I don't know if you noticed about Amon. He likes to sit outside. We was in Green Bay one time, and he sat outside in the bowl, and it was like December. I was like, have you lost your mind? Like, what is it?
He confirmed.
Is your TV at home broke? It's too cold out there.
He confirms that he got a screw loose.
Hey,
okay. All right.
We all got a screw loose. We play football. Let's just start there first. So we're all on the same page. Yeah.
That's true.
It's
just the size of your screw. Is it one of them big bolts? Or is it one of them little screws? But we all a little loose somewhere.
Yeah. No, I don't mind sitting outside.
I mean, major screw.
Right. Marie likes sitting outside because she likes to be in the crowd, like hear the crowd screaming. She likes to scream and all that stuff.
No,
cheer the boys on.
I'd have been like, all right, babe, I see you inside, babe.
Chili, when was the last time you sat outside in Green Bay in the stands?
Earth?
Right. Never. I will not.
They will not let you sit in the stands. Them fans will.
That's what I said to AG. I'm like, how can you sit down there and people not bother you the whole time?
They're so focused on the game, they're not worried about who's sitting next to. They just figure all Packer fans there.
You know, AG walking around, his face say, "I got a screw loose. Don't bother me." So they look at him and say, "Man, we're gonna leave him alone, man."
I remember when I first started coaching in college, and I walk in and the kids are walking into the facility, and they all quiet. They ain't saying nothing, and they said something like what G said. It's like, "Coach, man, you didn't look like you were in a good mood to talk." I said, "No, that's just my face. I'm not. I'm just saying, hey, what's up? I got to smile, let y'all know I'm good."
You know what? The reason they probably don't mess with Amon, because they probably look at him and go, "Hey, don't that dude look just like Amon Green?" And other dude go, "Yeah, but why would Amon Green be sitting down here in the bowl with us?"
Right. That's true. That's another one. I've heard a guy say that. He was like, "Why you ain't up there?" You
Then
know,
you
why
get,
you ain't got a
then you
box?
hear, then you hear his buddy say, "Hey man, all them black guys, they don't look alike. What are you talking about?"
Oh man,
Anyway, so my Kansas
Jayhawk.
Jayhawks stumbled into Oklahoma State
Yeah, Stillwater.
in a tough one and lost 39-32.
Yeah, that was a close one.
Yeah, it was. I mean, normally, you know, back in the day, they, you know, we had some classic battles. You know, they wasn't in the big three because we was in the big eight. So the big three was sorry Nebraska, Oklahoma, and Colorado.
Oh, I heard you. Sorry, Nebraska. I heard you.
Yeah,
Okay.
Hey, what's
Yeah.
the y'all some new conferences coming up next year or something? What's going on with Nebraska and Kansas? Y'all in the same conference? Yeah, used to be in the same.
No, they're
what's
just
going
moving
on?
people around. Like Stanford, Washington State.
Colorado comes to the Big 12.
Stanford, Washington State, Washington, UCLA, USC is all going to the Big 10.
And
So
what
you got
conference
4
was y'all
teams
in?
coming to
What was that? The Big 12?
Big 8, then it went to the Big 12.
12. Yep. And so that's where Colorado's going back to the Big 12 because they were there. They went to Pac-12 and now they're coming back.
Oh, okay.
We got a couple West Coast teams coming to the
Big 12.
Big 12.
Yeah, I think UCF, Universal Central Florida is in the Big 12 now too.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah,
You got
it's
East
gonna be
Coast,
like
West Coast in this
like 4 or
conference.
5 power conferences, and then ain't nobody gonna pay attention to
why
nobody else.
why call it the Big 10 and the Big 12? You
Because
got
of it's the
teams.
trademark. It's the
You
logo.
got 100 teams in there.
Yep, you got a trademark logo. Real quick to the chat. BR Facial says, if you don't know AG is sitting next to you in Green Bay, you aren't a real fan. Good point. And he said, I'll be tailgating at the Northwestern game this weekend. All right, BR Facial, I'll try to track you down. See what's good with you.
No, he ain't.
Man.
He will not track you down.
We're gonna try to help the fans out, man. You know.
All right, guys, we're gonna go to a quick break, and then when we come back, we're gonna be talking some NFL stuff, news, and all that. We will be back in 2 and 2. All right, let me see where we at now.
Talking NFL.
News around the NFC
News
North.
around is in NCFL. All right, here we go.
Extra letter.
Yeah, man, you got so much shit on this paper. Welcome back to the Green and Gold G Lounge. I am your host, the Gravedigger, Gilbert Brown. With me are 2 individuals from parts unknown, Dorsey Levins and Amon Green. Gentlemen,
Oh my God.
let's talk NFL.
Gilbert also doubles as a dancing bear for Barnum and Bailey.
Oh man.
See there?
Yeah, he got the other outfit in the closet behind him somewhere.
Coming out the closet.
Ooh. Ooh.
All right, fellas, let's talk about some NFL stuff, man. You know, before we get started though, you know, when it's bye week time, people always come up with stuff to keep people entertained. And so on one of my on this other podcast I be doing, it was some reporter that made up the all Brett Favre team.
Oh.
And the all Aaron Rodgers team.
Huh.
And I don't know if y'all can look it up while I'm trying to give them talking about it. It was some dude, some reporter. I don't know his name.
I'll look it up.
But all of us was on the all Brett Favre team.
Oh, well, congratulations to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This dude, I guess.
Who's this dude again, and why should we care?
Just because it's something to keep the people occupied during bye week. You know?
Got you.
Get people thinking. So he was trying to compare like our running backs against theirs. Like their running backs were Aaron Jones, Ryan Grant, Eddie Lacy. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And our running backs was y'all 2 and Edgar Bennett. You know what I mean? I
like us better.
I said our homeboys were, you know, do the damn thing. I mean, you know, because we're talking about our teammates, so you can't kill them too bad. You know what I'm saying? But come on.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, the horse and the Batman.
Right.
They got
Like
any
deadly
nicknames?
combination.
The mother boys got any nicknames? They got cool nicknames.
Heckle, Jekyll, and Dummy.
Heckle, Jekyll, and Dummy.
Hey, you know what tickles the hell out of me sometimes is that my 9-year-old son out of nowhere be like, "Doris the horse, what up?"
Does he? I bet he says it with complete confidence too.
Yo, that kid tickles me, man. Kids are funny.
Man.
Kids are funny.
You know what? You know, it ain't like my son. Like you funny. We was driving yesterday, and he like, Dad, you know what? I think people starting to know who you are now. I said, oh, really? He said, yeah, you got your little popcorn going on. You're on the Madden thing. And some of the kids came up to me and said, man, your dad's on Madden. And I said, what you tell him, son? He was like, yeah, he all right.
Yeah.
I'm better though.
Our kids are not impressed by us at all.
How many pictures we got on the wall?
Man, I remember the first time I took my daughter to Green Bay, somebody asked me for an autograph. She looked at me like, him? This dude right here. You wasting your time.
Yeah, they cold-blooded, man. The kids cold-blooded.
Did you find it?
Yeah, I found something, but it hasn't broken up in terms of obviously. Well, for the running backs,
I didn't want to, I didn't want to mess up the flow, but I just want to let y'all know it's kind of like like our defensive line versus their defensive line. It's no comparison.
Right.
Reggie White, Sean Jones, Santana Dotson, myself. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, they had Clay Matthews and Julius Peppers and B.J. Raji and Kenny Clark.
Hey, don't leave out Bob Kuberski. Why you look like that? He was on that defensive line. Come on, man.
All right. So yeah, they broke it up by defensive line. Oh my goodness, this boy crazy.
I told you every time y'all say something, my screen gonna freeze.
Yeah, they got Kenny Clark, UG. They got Big U, and then BJ after that, then Stagger, Santana, and then Mike Daniels.
Yep, Mike Daniels.
And then for the edge rushers, of course, they got Reggie. Then they got Clay. They got Kabir, and then Aaron Catman. So we dominated. Our time was on that one. And then for linebackers, Nick Barnett, AJ Hawk, DeAndre Campbell.
You know what? Look at the receivers. Look at the receivers.
Receivers. Okay, yeah, you got some.
They started with Sterling Sharp now.
Yeah, receivers. Well, that's tight ends. Here we go. Receivers.
They got Sterling Sharp, Donald Driver.
Okay, yeah, this is a different one. This one has Devontae Adams first, and then Sterling, and then Jordy, Donald, Antonio, and then Greg Jennings. And then just missed was Javon Walker. I'm like, how Javon Walker just missed? He was what?
I remember my rookie year. Gilbert, it was probably your second year when Sterling held out. This is my rookie year. And this, I just thought this is how the NFL was. It's like a movie. Sterling came to practice every day. He was hurt, so he didn't practice, but he talked cash shit the entire game. I mean, the entire practice. He talked shit.
The entire practice.
So, night before the game, this is my first night in the hotel night before the game with the Packers. Coaches get done talking. Sterling was like, all right, thank y'all, coaches. If y'all can leave for a second, I'm going to talk to the players. So players only meeting, Sterling. Long story short, Sterling said, man, listen, I told these boys that my contract wasn't done before kickoff on Sunday. I'm not playing. So if y'all don't see me there tomorrow, I just want to let y'all know what happened. I was like, oh, shit, the NFL is crazy.
That's like, that's gangster. I'm like, damn.
And that was my first season.
I linked over to somebody in the meeting. I said, he can do that?
Right. and then went out there the next day and balled out with no practice. He not one training camp practice. He
That's
went out
crazy.
there that game and balled out.
Yeah, that's the old school players. That's that old school. We the first old school, then it's like old school, and then the next old school.
All right, news around the NFL. What's going on?
NFC North, man. It's in the script. It's in the run of show.
So we got the Vikings and the Bears, right? The Vikings beat the Bears. Yeah. Justin Fields got a hand injury, I believe.
Yeah, a broken. I think it's something wrong with his thumb.
Is his throwing hand?
Ouch, that hurts.
I am so tired of people talking about the Detroit Lions around here.
Detroit's good, man.
Hey, they
Detroit's
balling.
good.
They beat up on them Buccaneers. What do you okay, what is your problem with them because they winning now?
Because that's just like you're the older brother and your little brother's playing football and they talking about him more than you. That ain't gonna
Is
piss
that
you
what
off.
it is?
That ain't gonna piss you off. I
No?
mean, I taught that boy everything he know. And they talking about him more than they talking about me.
Hey, then that mean Big Brother better step his game up. That's what needs to happen.
Gilbert,
Well,
why don't you let
that
the
ain't gonna happen.
Lions? Why don't you let the Lions get their little time in the sun? The Packers, come on, man. We don't.
And they mentioning Jared Goff in the MVP race. That's how good they playing.
Anyway,
Packers been in the mix, in the real mix, for the last 30 years.
True.
anyway,
Detroit ain't won a
this,
playoff game since 1991. Let's give them a little bit of room to breathe.
Yeah.
during this break of bye week, since we're talking news around the NFL, there was another pencil pushing paper dude that ain't never put his hand in the dirt
Uh-oh.
talking about we need to bench Jordan Love and bring up the other cat.
What?
Who said that?
Hey, thank you.
Please. I want to know.
I was asking the dude that told me on the podcast he never brought up because he probably didn't want the dude to get hate mail. But anyway, my question is this. When you look at this team, you can clearly see that it ain't him.
Right.
You can clearly see, and so the dude broke it down for me, AG. He said this guy had 10 pressures. This guy had 8 pressures. So the whole line got 10 pressures or plus. That's 50 pressures that he got to deal with. You understand what I'm saying?
That's a
but
problem.
you gonna sit up here and say the dude that's behind him needs to come up and we need to sit Jordan Love down.
No.
He
That's on the
probably
old
watched
line.
the pregame on Monday night when we played the Raiders, and they showed Jordan's stats, and he was like he had the worst, I think, percentage rate in the NFL, which surprised me. I was like, "Woo, that ain't good. That is not good." But they, I think,
but they don't say how though, Dorsey. They don't say how he got to that point.
And they need to elaborate. You know, they just put that statement out there and then they'll unpack it.
Yeah. But that's what. Come on, man. That's if even now when I hear stuff on TV and I try to figure out what's going on, you know as well as I know, we ain't got the whole story.
No.
We on the outside looking in. We just don't have an idea. So
That's
with
why
that
you
being
research
said, I
it.
just shut your mouth.
People out there, they just selling tickets for y'all to sit in the seats when you really need to sit there and listen to guys like ourselves. Do I think Jordan Love need to be benched? No.
No.
Do y'all think he need to be benched?
No.
And who is this backup dude?
I don't even know.
Who's I can
AG
find it
knows.
real
He's
quick.
up in Wisconsin. Who is it, AG?
I'll find it real quick. Backup to Jordan is the quarterback that was at Penn State last year, Sean Clifford.
Drafted.
Yeah, he was the 5th round or 6th round draft pick from Penn State. And he's an okay quarterback.
He okay?
And he's a rookie.
Can he take over Jordan Love's job?
No, he's still a rookie.
No.
Be careful what you ask for. Because you're bringing this
Right.
rookie now, he got to get acclimated to real game speed.
Yeah, NFL speed.
And the NFL and almost halfway through the season when Cat's been playing, be careful what you ask for.
Yeah, he had a good preseason, but that was preseason ball. We know
This
how
reporter
preseason
here is kind of like how Bob McGinn used to make you mad when you be playing.
Oh, my favorite Green Bay reporter all time, Bob.
All time. He should get the I wish I could slap him award. For real.
Well, yeah, so we're sitting here. So so we got 5 games where Jordan Love has been sacked 10 times right now for this season. So as a running back, Dorsey and I know this. We take that stuff personal. When our QB is on his back that many times or any amount of times, I say one time this was enough for me in one game.
Mm-hmm.
And between us and myself and the offensive line, we like, all right, we gotta. This ain't happening. This ain't happening no more. And because for one, between having that pride, we don't want the coach because coaches get in your butt real quick when we watching film, and that's not a good feeling. I don't feel so. That was the risk reward. That was the reward of not picking up blitzes and handling our business. Is hey, we don't want that between the coaches. up our butt, and obviously the media, but the media is the media. It's like they're gonna talk regardless. So
I'll tell you one of the things about the coaches in Green Bay, especially Mike Holmgren and Sherman Lewis, the offensive coordinator. Say we had an offensive lineman out and we had a backup in at either tackle. They're not going to leave those guys on an island at all. What's going to happen is me, AG, we're going to turn into tackle backs, and we're going to be chipping the whole damn game. Ain't going to catch no passes that game. But that's how important it is to keep your quarterback up. You know, it's like, hey, man, if we leave him one-on-one, we ain't got a chance. So you ain't going to catch no balls this week. You just go over there. And I'm going to tell you what, man, I don't call some ribs or some people flying around that corner, and they don't know you out, you out behind that
I made
tackle.
some spare ribs too.
Boom!
I made a half plate one time.
That
when I was
works.
in
That slow their ass down. They start peeking around that corner before they start sprinting.
right. The best one I had was one against when I was in Green Bay. It was one against the Vikings. I think I caught I think it was John Round coming around on an ET. And then that second time, like you said, he paused. And then the second one, the best one I had, I love it because it was against against a knucklehead, Wadsworth, or was it Wadsworth? That was in Tennessee, the one that was stepping on people. He was a big D tackle Pro Bowler. Anyway, I'm down here as a Texan, and here he just got my quarterback of the drive before, Matt Schaub. And it was it was nice ET. They grabbed me. You know how sometimes they grab you out the backfield doors, trying to get you to go, where you can't get to your route or you can't pick up the blitz. So somebody's grabbed me on top of that, and then my guy got sacked. So I'm like, okay, I got you. I said, I got you. So I waited, came in the next series. Here comes the same. I paused. Here comes the same ET. I said, okay. So I kind of hesitated, like I was going out to the flat, so they couldn't grab me. But then I came in. I just did this. I put that elbow just like this.
Oh yeah.
I just cleaned up all that meat off them ribs real quick, and he hit the ground. He hit the ground like a bag of potatoes.
Yeah, I used to love it when you catch him in a swim
He didn't
move,
like that.
and that hand is up in the air like that, and that
Ooh,
all
that's
that
where
is
I caught him.
exposed
I
right
caught him
there.
just like that. He was swimming.
Charles
He had
like
that swim
He
arm
played
up.
for the 49ers.
Hey, man. Hey. Okay, calm
I'm
down.
sorry, we ain't got no defensive line. We
Just
talking about
calm down.
beating up defensive
Hey,
line.
I ain't gonna tell y'all how many dudes I caught looking like a deer in the headlights. Oh, I ain't gonna tell you how many I caught. But anyway, let's check out these upsets. 49ers lost to who?
For the Browns.
The
And
Browns.
who picked the Browns to win?
The Eagles lost to who?
The Jets. Jets.
Aaron's gonna play next week. Aaron
Cowboys-
Rodgers is gonna play next week.
Man, yeah, they all hype. He throwing
Hello,
the ball in
Gilbert.
warm-ups.
He is not. Y'all tripping. He is not gonna play next week. Y'all gonna get some. Y'all gonna get these people calling the show. Hey man.
Hey, he's on the
Hey,
sideline.
that's what happens. People make those statements. Stephen A. and all them knuckleheads, Greeny on Get Up or whatever. They make them big headline statements. They be all over.
Stephen A. Hairline, right?
Yeah. Stephen A. hairline is ridiculous, but he knows what he's talking about though.
But going back to like the 49ers and Browns, man.
Yeah.
Like I would have never thought that. Because 49ers defense is so strong.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like it goes back to like, remember when Dorsey was going to the Super Bowl and the 0-10 Indianapolis Colts wore our ass out.
They did. 38-35. We got the number one defense in the country. And rumor has it that Reggie White allegedly took all the players to the strip club that night.
Oh, Reggie White. I didn't even play with the guy. And then I know that's a false statement.
Lightly gonna strike you and that damn.
Right. And I know that's a false statement. I know that's a false statement.
I think
people don't understand how impossible it is to sneak out of the hotel. Like you can't even try to sneak out. That's ridiculous. Like that's not even, like you can't even do it. Like it's sport knowledge.
That's why we get.
They just look at you, but like, don't think about it. I see you thinking about it. Don't even do it.
That's why football players and basketball players don't get along. Basketball, when they get there, they can go party
they partying up
the night before the game.
MJ, Kobe, they knew,
and they can have guests in the room.
All the spots in any big city, they knew the spots because they were.
Your mama couldn't come visit you at the hotel when you was away or home.
Oh, bed check.
Your kid, can't nobody get on that floor.
Bed check. Jerry parents walk in your room, look at you,
look around
under your bed.
Hey, how you doing, AG? You good?
Shower, look in the shower. Good night,
in the
gentlemen.
bathroom. I'll just checking and see if you got anything extra for me in the. I'm like, man, the bathroom's empty.
You got to tell the girl to stand in the corner with a lampshade over your head and don't move. Don't move.
First of all, how you gonna get her on the floor? Because they got the security right by the elevator and by the doors, the exit doors.
I don't even know how that went down.
Look at him. He checked. He scoped out all the security options.
Well, I thought about it. We all thought about it, and then it was like, it's like we might as well be in what's the Alcatraz. We ain't getting out of here.
No, you're not. Hey, real quick to the chat, we have BR Facial said it took Rodgers about a year to get things going, which he did, and when he was starting. So going back to the Jordan Love comment there, and then they said we're talking about injury. We're talking about the big games. Christian McCaffrey got hurt, so that might have been definitely a problem. That was a problem, obviously, him coming off the field. They lost a couple. They lost him and Deebo Samuel.
Just for the game, I hope.
What's that?
For the game, I hope.
Yeah, just for the game. Hopefully, just for that. I think Deebo has a shoulder, and Christian McCaffrey he looked like he had a back injury or ab injury or something.
So what was the Eagles' problem?
He got a rib and an abdominal injury.
Yeah, down. What was the Eagles' problem?
Yeah.
They too many mistakes. They had too many errors, like 4 interceptions. I think Jalen Hurts. He had 3 interceptions.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
The Jets defense. The boys are really just a quarterback away from getting to the Super Bowl. That's the true story.
Yeah.
Really?
Their defense brings it week in and week out.
Yeah, I saw Dak saved his job for another week, huh?
Hey, he played like his job was on the line too. You know how you had one of them games. Mm-hmm. He played lights out. Yep.
And the Bills just beat the Giants, right?
Yeah, they just beat and I kind of, it's that karma. We talking about that karma in playing games and winning and losing and coaching and how coaches. Because you got to think about how Daboll got hired, right? The whole situation with Brian Flores, and Brian Flores is gonna get hired on, and and that karma comes back every now and then.
Yeah.
Smack you in the face.
Yeah.
He's trying to get mad at his quarterback, Tyrod Taylor, when the situation. He's a backup. So when you get in there for the first time after an injury like that, then it's up to coaches to get you ready for any situation. So he's up there yelling at his quarterback like, why you didn't, I'm like, man, you should have told him. Obviously, you probably worked on it in a week, but when you get in a situation, make sure your mindset is there by telling them, look, we're going to run 2 plays, going into try to get this touchdown. So we only have so many ticks on the clock, and we don't have no timeouts in the first half. So him going off on Tyrod Taylor, I was like, nah, he wrong for that. Doing that in front of everybody. This is another grown man yelling at another grown man. Like, wait till you get in the locker room and do that. Correct them then. But don't be on big TV on Sunday Night Football giving it to your quarterback, because that's another grown man. I know G, I know you, Dorsey. If you got any of your coaches in your face talking like you don't know what you're talking about or know what you're doing on the football field, I'll be like, hey, man, you better get up my face. I'm going to lay you out. Bro, respect. It's
all
a
right,
game.
fellas, let's take this break. And then when we come back, we're going to be in quarter number 3. We got some top 3s. Remember them we had last year, the top 3?
Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah.
We haven't done that yet. Nice.
We haven't done that yet. So let's get back on the top 3 and 2 and 2. Damn, I'm still in the screen.
Your big ass can't hide.
Trying to get out the screen. To get out the screen. God damn. All right, y'all ready?
Yeah.
I mean, not to rob the bank with your ass.
He ain't got no wheels either. You're like, man.
Oh. Now I got some wheels now. I got all kind of wheels. Come on now. All right, here we go.
You better have that key ready.
Y'all just said, leave his fat ass in the getaway car. Let him drive.
He be a driver. You be the getaway driver, G.
I'll be throwing chicken bones out the window. All right.
Leaving a trail for miles.
Leaving a trail. Welcome back to the Green and Gold G Lounge. I'm your host, the Grave Digger. It's October. Shocktober. I love October.
Ooh.
My 2 Igor's, Dorsey Levens, and Armand
Hey,
Green.
master.
All right, fellas. It's the fun part. The third quarter is the fun part.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, all quarters was the fun part. But anyway, the top three. What is fan question? Your top three fan questions. Like, why did I name my dog after you? And I'll be like, huh? Why did you name your dog after me, lady? I don't know. So let's start with you, AG.
Okay.
What is your craziest top three fan questions?
Fan questions. Let me see here. I would have to say one was why my mom put an N on your last name instead of a D right after, because I was named after Ahmad Rashad. And I'm like, oh man, you did some research. And he's like, why the N? Like, why the N? He getting all in my face too. Why the N? I'm like, back up, man. I said, because she didn't like the N. She didn't like the D. She wanted the N. She wanted, to
I
let
don't
it go.
I don't mean to cut you off, but that's a pet peeve of mine. When somebody in your personal space,
Yeah. He like getting all
you
excited.
don't
Like,
all
why
up
did
on me like this, man. I'm like, homeboy, I understand we had an autograph signing, but if you don't back your ass up, and they're gonna get us on Sports Center.
Yeah.
It's always that one guy, like you said, he talking right here.
Right there.
Like, hey man,
Yeah.
like, why are you so close to me, homeboy? Like, back the fuck
And
up.
he smelled like a pack of Cool Mile 100s.
Ooh.
And a six-pack.
Yeah, I know what that smell like. I know what that smell like. There's a guy at the liquor store when I had to go to the liquor store pick up something for my mom and dad. It was right there on the outside of the door. Like, man.
All right. I ain't mean to get off track. What's number two, AG?
Number two. Oh man. I would have to say, yeah, you saying questions, right? Like questions from the
Yeah, like
fan.
they come and ask you questions. Yeah, top three fans.
Man, so and this because of our old coach, Mr. Mike Holmgren, when he coined the phrase "Oh, Ahman Green is a fumbler," I get asked that question all the time. Oh, so how many fumbles you got? And I'm like, man, get out of here with all that. What? I said, you want an autograph, don't you? Oh, I'm like, man, what you asking me about fumbles? I ain't gonna come to your job and say how many times you dropped the soap or didn't clean the toilets or something. Like, man, what's up with you? Like, man,
He said clean the toilets.
like, man, did something. I like back up.
Oh
You
my
know. And I'll say the other one is one that I like though. It's actually a good one because they always ask me, why
Yeah, I
Batman?
mean, you got good ones and bad ones.
Yeah, the good ones is why Batman. I'm like, oh, and I tell them the story, how
Yeah.
I fell in love with Batman and the TV shows and then the movie with Michael Keaton. So that's my favorite one. One of them.
Yes,
I had to throw a good one in there too.
top three fan questions, no matter what. What you got, Doris?
Top three fan questions. The number one question I always get is, what was it like playing with Brett Favre?
Oh yeah.
Right. You probably get that too. Y'all get that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I just explain to people, I'm like, it's different for us than it is for y'all at home watching on TV, because we get to see him every day farting around the damn facility, acting
Literally,
or letting off a big bomb somewhere. So it's a different experience. What else? You know what? Coming out of the locker room after a game, and they put the little kids up front to try to get the autographs, but you can't sign one, because if you sign one, you're gonna be there for 4 hours.
Yep, yeah. They're setting us up for failure right there.
Mm-hmm.
I was in AG last summer. I took my boys up to training camp. You was there at practice that one day.
Yeah,
and I had to go over to do a tour. And this kid asked for an autograph. I was like, I got to go, man. We got to run. So one of my homeboys is behind me. He's like, hey, man, all them kids back there want your autograph. You just gonna leave them there? I said, yeah, we got to go. We got to go. I would love to sign. I was like, you don't understand is that if you sign one, you're gonna be here for 2.5 hours, because you can't sign one kid and not sign the other kids.
You should have told his ass, this is your last time gonna be here anyway. Keep your mouth shut, fool.
They try to set you up for that one. I get that one too. I was like, what? Oh man,
yeah,
you're cold-blooded. You know what you're doing. You know you're wrong. You know you're wrong.
Probably the "you big dummy" question of my career is it cold? Is it really that cold in Green Bay? Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. It's North
How
Pole.
are you playing it? I'm like, here, listen, here's the key. You got to put on some layers. I don't know, did you ever remember the ice bags? I used to get tape put the ice bag over my tape job, tape the.
You mean the hand warmers?
No, the ice bag, the bag, the plastic bags you put the ice in.
Oh, you mean the empty bags with the okay.
Empty bag. Yeah, I wouldn't put no ice in it, but I would put that over my tape to insulate my feet. Then put on 2 pair of socks.
Yep.
2 pair of long johns.
Installation.
And more importantly, what people don't understand is that the key to staying warm is you gotta be on that hot seat when you're not on the field. You have to be on that hot seat.
And they got way better hot seats than we did back in the day.
Yeah. So
that's like executive air.
Yeah, those are my top 3. Grave digger, what's yours? Did you really dig a grave somewhere?
Guys, that's the difference between your offense and defense right there. While I'm sitting here with 2 pretty boys worried about putting stuff on their feet and come on, man. Just get out.
It's cold. It's cold. What's wrong with you?
Man.
Anyway, it's cold.
He got that polar bear insulation. He don't get cold like us. That's the problem.
Anyway, my top 3 was where did the grave digger come from? Who gave you that name? That's the top. That's one of them. So I always say Reggie White. And then another one would be how was it playing with Reggie White? Most of the time, y'all get the Brett Favre. We all the time get the Reggie White question,
right?
Which we love to say it anyway. You know what I'm saying? Another one will be this out the blue. Are you married? Are you just married? And I was
big sexy.
Mind your business. Mind your business. But the like I say, my most craziest one is people naming their pets after me.
I've had that.
And this lady, and I'll be like, and I asked the lady one time, I said, why would you name your cat after me? Oh, because she was a fat, cute little thing. I want to say, man, let me see the back of your head get small. Please. Yeah, man. I mean, we love all the questions. All joking aside, man. It's just the ones that when people get real obnoxious and they're drunk and they're just like you got
out of control.
Like you're sitting there signing, you really got to have an umbrella for the dude that's spitting all over your table and all that other stuff, man. I'm like, dude, this is not a DNA party. This is not.
All right, bro. We 2 years removed for COVID, man. What's wrong with you, man?
Back up.
Oh, what about the guy when you fist bumping everybody? He's like, no, put it in the vise. Put it in the vise. I'm like,
yeah.
Fist bump or move your ass out the way.
Yeah. Because you were fist bumping a lot.
Just a heads up for any fans, if y'all ever see us out in public, we don't want to hear them long ass stories. Keep it brief. Keep it moving.
He just lost 12 fans. He just
I lost 12 fans, but I kept my peace of mind.
Oh man.
Y'all want to hear them long ass stories? You get 2 minutes.
Hey, in the chat room, if y'all got a crazy fan question to ask us, man, AG will let us know.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna take us a quick break and we're gonna be back with the wrap up, 4th quarter, the picks. AG is gonna let us know who's in the league.
Yes, I am.
Who's licking the bottom of the barrel? And
that's just cold blooded when you say that, though.
I should probably go check on these before we come back. Hold on, let me see.
Yeah. So we will be back in 2 and 2. I ain't ducking no more because my neck hurt. All right.
Oh man.
I don't got no big dummy award, I don't think. Oh Lord Jesus.
Oh, look who licking the bottom of the barrel again.
It's on the sheet. So.
Oh yeah. Oh man. Chili, you ain't gonna like this, big fella.
Ain't this a bitch?
Yeah.
Y'all bullshitting me. Anyway, here we go. Welcome back to the Green and Gold G Lounge. This is the 4th quarter. The 4th quarter. We win the 4th quarter. I am your host, Gilbert Brown, with 2 of the most strange human beings in the world, Dorsey Levens and Amon Green.
Real quick to the chat. to the chat. We got a question from, I think his name is Claps or Quaps. QLAPPZ. Am I saying that right? Quaps. And he's joking around. He's in here with the back to my fumble thing. He said, "Oh yeah, 35 fumbles, but who's counting?" He got jokes. He got jokes. He got jokes.
Hey, tell Clap send his address.
Yeah, send me your address, homie.
Send your address,
Put the address in the chat, homie.
Yeah.
You tough behind the screen, homeboy.
Exactly. But no, he having a good time though. He says it's damn cold in Wisconsin. I don't know how you guys play football in that shh. And then he said, I just want to sit my ass inside and watch the game from the couch. And then he has the one question up here. He says, what do you guys do post NFL careers? So what do
sit
we
on
do
the podcast
now?
and talk shit.
Right here. This is what you see. This is part of what we doing right
That's
here.
it.
Sit on the podcast. Ain't collecting no check, but we having fun with y'all.
You getting paid in a few, aren't you? You getting paid on a few.
Talking about this one.
Yeah, I'm talking about
y'all see us
we working on getting paid on this one too. So
let's do this for them. My coldest game was not the NFC championship game. That me
you got something colder than that.
Yeah, it was the game, and see, I'm telling my age. 93, we played the Raiders, and that was the first time Leroy Butler jumped in the stands. That was the coldest.
Oh yeah, that was 90. Oh, that was 93.
That was 93.
What was it? How cold was it?
Man, I don't know, but when you spit, it was froze when it left your mouth.
Ooh, that's cold.
That's how cold it was.
I've been in that cold.
The Raiders was like warm up the bus in the second quarter.
They like, hey, we out.
Man, we out.
Man, let me tell y'all a quick story about the guy who put in my alarm system in Green Bay. He's at the NFC Championship game. He went tailgating before the game, then went to the game. He was anemic. His homeboy, he told his homeboy, he said, hey man, I can't feel my toes. He said, we should probably leave. We've been out here in this cold about 5-6 hours. He goes, man, we're going to the Super Bowl. I ain't going nowhere. What? Long story short, he had to get 3 toes amputated. And said,
that's dude, man. Dang.
He said, I'd do it again tomorrow if the opportunity presented itself. I said, dog, you only got 7 toes left. You might want to.
You need most of them, some of them toes to keep you balanced. Like, man. Right.
But I was like, man.
Yeah, I'm walking around with toes cut off right now.
I tell you what I wasn't worried about. Nobody breaking into my house.
There you go.
He ain't gonna let nobody break into my house. He's gonna be the best alarm man I ever hired in my life.
He gave you extra alarm.
Extra. I had security cameras before they was invented.
And my man Clap said, hey, yeah, you could pull up and I could have a beer with you. So there you go. He give me a beer.
There you go. What about you, AG? What's your coldest game?
Oh, my coldest game. I think it was my first year in Green Bay. If we're talking about in Green Bay, it was the Tampa Bay game that season. Remember the last game of the regular season, and they were in the playoffs. We weren't. We just missed. We were 8-8 or whatever, 9-7, 8-8. And remember, I think at kickoff it was 0, and then at the end of the game it was -35.
Ooh.
Remember, it was 2000, so we were all out there. So
yeah,
I was like, I remember it was at a break. They had a TV timeout, and Warren sat. He said, "Hey, 30." He said, I said, what's up? He said, hey, y'all won this game yesterday. Y'all can have this. He said, y'all can have this. He said, we in the playoffs anyway, so we could lose this game. We ready to go. I was like,
oh yeah.
Okay.
Like, stay bounds, don't drop no passes, keep that clock running.
Exactly.
We all played some cold games, even in college, but Green Bay to me was probably the coldest place I ever played in.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I had more cold in Green Bay than Nebraska or in high school because I went to high school here too.
Hey, Chili, you know what's colder than me, man? And it wasn't a temperature cold. We played it might have been Halloween night in Chicago, Monday night. And the wind
I watched that game.
It was cold. It was like right above freezing, but we was soaking wet.
Yeah.
And the wind was blowing side. Yeah. That might have been the coldest game for me.
Because it's wet too. It's that wet element.
It's a damp down to your bone. I remember that might be the only time Mike cut warm up short. He said, all right, fuck this, take it in. Come on.
Because we was out there looking like pumpkins because we had no G on our helmet or nothing. It was just
yep.
Warts. Yeah, we was looking bad. Real bad.
That was like a throwback jersey game.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember that. All right, man. Let's get into these sorry ass picks, I guess.
I think we got to fly through these picks. We ain't got a whole bunch of time left.
Yeah. Let's get through this. All right, starting. So we got week 7 coming up already. We got Thursday night football. We got the Saints welcoming the Jaguars into Nolans. So who's your pick here? We start with you, G. Who's your pick here? The Jaguars versus the Saints in New Orleans.
Saints just lost though, didn't they?
Yeah, they lost to
Who they lose to?
They lost to somebody they shouldn't have lost to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with the Jags.
Okay. Jags, Trevor Lawrence, quarterback, he's a little beat up. I don't know if he's gonna be ready for the game. He got a little knee injury, but he might be able to play. We'll see. All right. So you're going Jags. All right. What about you, Mr. Levins?
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing.
Okay. You got I'm gonna go Jags with y'all. All right. Next game on the list, we got them Raiders, as Chris Berman used to say, against those teddy bears. But they're getting tough. They're not teddy. They bears. So LA, or I say Las Vegas is going to Chi-Town though. It's in Chicago. Who you got here, Doris?
I'm gonna go with the Raiders. I know we talked about Justin Fields having a dislocated thumb, but I think Garoppolo is out too. But I think his backup is Brian Hoyer, who's played in that system for a while.
Yeah,
so
who's a vet. Yeah. Yeah. What about you, G?
I'm going with the Bears.
Bears. He's picking the Bears this week. Ooh.
Yeah, because I got to catch Dorsey. I'm tired of him running his mouth.
He does have a little lead on us
I
right
see
now.
at the beginning of the segment, you conveniently left out who's winning the games.
Oh, no, I didn't conveniently. You said, hurry up. We got to get this thing started. So I just got this thing started.
Y'all sound like some losers, both of y'all, two of y'all.
Ooh, oh, he trash talking now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull up on you, man. All right, next game on the list. We got the Browns who beat the 49ers, going to not too far away from them, the Indianapolis Colts. And the Browns has the line at 2. Is a 2-point line right there for the Browns. So you got Browns going to Indianapolis versus the Colts. Mr. Brown, who's your pick?
Of course, you said it right there, Mr. Brown for the Browns.
Okay,
the Browns at full strength now, ain't they? Just about.
Pretty much. No, Deshaun is out, but they won this game without Deshaun Watson. So
who's the quarterback?
Was
PJ something? PJ Walker.
Oh yeah, PJ Walker. He was in the XFL last year.
I'm going with the Browns. Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Levins.
Yeah, same. I got the Browns too.
All right, I'm with you there because a lot of injuries. You got the big kid Richardson is out. I'm like, man, slide. You got to slide. But hopefully his recovery is well. All right, here we go. Next game on the list. We got the Dirty Birds going right down the road. What's that? I-95 to Tampa, playing those Buccaneers. So who's your pick here, Mr. Levin?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. It's in Tampa. I'm gonna go with Tampa.
Ooh,
Baker Mayfield.
Ooh, we going with the Bake Man.
Hey, Bake been playing well.
He has been. Yep. Other than last game.
Top 5 quarterback well so far this year.
Mr. Gravedigger, who's your pick here?
I'm going with Tampa. Is you crazy?
Oh.
Is you crazy?
No, I'm with y'all on that one too. The Dirty Birds still a young squad. The quarterback had a tough little game last week, so and running Bijan didn't do a whole lot. He got me some points on my fantasy, but not a whole lot. All right, next game we got those Commanders NFC East matchup versus the Giants. The Giants are sitting at 1-5, so y'all know. So we got Washington Commanders 3-3 going into the 1-5 East Rutherford Giants. That's probably what they should call some Giants fans. You know, Giants fans, they rough. And the line is to Washington. They got a 2-point spread over here, Mr. Gravedigger. Who's your pick?
Washington.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with my old team at home, the G-Men.
Okay. How many you got? 14 old teams. I mean,
just because you only played on 2 teams your entire life.
I only played on
me.
I only played.
So Dorsey, you going Giants? You know what? I'm gonna go Giants as well. I'm gonna join you on that one. Next game is gonna be the game of the right. One of the games of the week. 5-1 Lions versus the 4-2 Ravens in Baltimore. So who's your pick here, Mr. Levins? And Baltimore has the line at 3 points.
You know what? I'm gonna stay on the Lions bandwagon.
Ooh,
I'm gonna go with Detroit.
Detroit.
I don't know what you do
Mr.
for fantasy.
Gravedigger.
Jameson Wilson came back for the Lions. He's looking pretty good so far.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Who you got here, Mr. Gravedigger, Mr. Brown?
Baltimore.
Baltimore. Ooh, this is a tough one right here. Ooh. Baltimore is winning, but they winning rough. So, but I'm gonna stick with them though. I like Lamar. Lamar's my guy. One of my guys. All right, next game on the list. We got the Steelers 3-2 going to LA to get some Roscoe's and play against them Rams. And the Rams got 3-point spread here for the line. So you got here, Mr. Gravedigger. You got the Steelers going to the LA Rams.
Steelers been spooking me this year, man. I'm gonna go LA, man.
You're on LA. All right, Mr. Levin.
Same here.
LA, yep, I'm right with y'all right there. All right, next game on the list, NFC West matchup. You got them Cardinals sitting at 1-5, and you had the Seahawks sitting at 3-2, and they most likely got an 8-point line right here for them Seahawks. Who you pick here, Mr. Gravedigger?
Seahawks.
Seahawks, you.
Same.
11s. Yep, me too. We all know we know game recognized game. All right. Well, now we got our Packers. Super Bowl matchup 31. Wasn't it 31 or 35?
32.
32, excuse me.
And then
Broncos,
we ain't gonna talk about that again.
Packers going to Denver this week. What you say, Tori?
I said it, then we ain't gonna never talk about this again.
No, we're not. It just popped in my head. My apology. It just popped in my head.
Yeah, you are triggering my emotions.
Green Bay got a 1-point line here for going against the Broncos. Broncos sitting at 1-5, so you know, and our Packers are 2-3 in the bye week, coming out of the bye. Who you got here, Mr. Levins?
Packers.
All right. Mr. Brown?
We're still 2 in the division still, right? Even though we're 2-3.
Yep, we're 1-2 in the division, so that might put us at number 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Green Bay, of course. Come on, man.
All right.
I ain't never picked the Broncos against us.
The Broncos right now just can't get right. They can't get right.
Oops.
All right, we got a pretty good game. It's an AFC West. No, AFC.
Ooh.
Is it West? Yeah, West. AFC West. Got those Chargers versus those Chiefs going to KC. And the line is Chiefs are 5.5.5 favorites in here, Mr. Levins. Who's your pick?
Yep, Chiefs.
Chiefs. Mr. Brown, who's your pick?
Taylor Swift team.
Yeah. You would think they signed her as a wide receiver or something, man. They talking about her every other day.
Kansas City Swifts.
Yeah, we got Claps in the chat. He got Chiefs, picked the Packers as well, and Detroit, and then Washington in the back few picks. And then I'm going with the Chiefs as well. Now we got the Sunday night game.
Big game.
We got a Super Bowl matchup, potential Super Bowl matchup, because they talking about them Dolphins going to the bowl against those Eagles in Philly. Dorsey, who's your pick here? Dolphins versus Eagles.
Yeah, I got to go with my boys, the Eagles, man. Yeah, it's gonna be a shootout though. That's gonna be a good game, man. Hopefully the score can be like 95-97.
It potentially was. I know defense coordinators ain't gonna like that. Mr. Brown, what about yourself?
Wow, that's a
tough one.
Where they playing?
In Philly. It's starting to get a little cold. Just a little. It ain't December yet though.
Yeah, Philly might edge them out. I'm gonna go with Philly.
I'm gonna go Philly because I think they're gonna come off of this loss with a statement, send a message across the NFL. Monday Night Football, guys. I went Philly as well. We got them 49ers who lost to the Browns, so you know they not happy. They got to come back to the Midwest though and play those Vikings in Minneapolis. And the 49ers got the 7-point line. Who you pick here, Mr. Gravedigger?
You already know.
Man.
That's the easy pick. I should know. Yeah, boom.
Come on, man. Yeah, that's an easy pick when you go to the lottery.
I won't even ask. Mr.
Levin. Man slip and say, man, easy pick.
Easy. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the 49ers too.
All right, I'm right with you. I'm not jumping off that bandwagon. And everybody else is on a bye week, so that's it. We got Panthers, Bengals, Cowboys, Texans, Jets, and Titans all on a bye week. So those are the game picks. And right now, since I missed it at the start, I got it now. And so number 1 in the lead for the season picks of games went 11-2 last week. Mr. Levins, by way of Syracuse Georgia Tech and Notre Dame.
And Notre Dame.
And so he's
Yeah,
sitting at
great, nigga.
59 on the season, sitting at 59 and 18. And then me and Mr. Brown, we both licking the bottom of the barrel, as they so eloquently put it. We went 9-4 last week. Not bad. We were 500. We were up way above 500.
Hey, next time, the fans don't know this, but you cannot call right before Sunday.
That's the dumbass.
That's
the dumbass rule.
And say, I want to change. I want to change. I want to
You start
change.
texting people in the group chat. He wants to change his picks.
Next time we're gonna let you do it so you can be licking the bottom of it. Actually, we saved your monk ass.
And I appreciate it with your dumbass rule. If the game has not started, why can't you change who you want to win? The news came in that Deshaun Watson,
he's sitting there, and I know.
You were worried about them Browns wasn't gonna play good, huh?
I know this.
Hell yeah.
I know this fool down here, and I know he's sitting there doing his picks for his raggedy fantasy team. And you're like, oh, wait a minute, such. Oh, let me call him and change my picks. Come on.
Oh my God.
Come on.
Why you get to make up the rules? Who said you in charge?
Well, that's how they do it. That's how they do it on fantasy. You got up until the kickoff.
You got up until the kickoff on fantasy. Just change it. If the game had started, what's the problem?
Is that a no?
Me and that crazy Joe Brown, we cousins.
Is that a no, G? So no to that rule?
No.
No. Man.
This is a democracy. We get 3 votes.
Oh.
I say yay. AG, you the tiebreaker. What's the final?
Oh, you gonna put this on me like this on a Tuesday, man? Tuesday morning.
It's just more work when you calling folks talking about, hey, can I change? So now we got to go in, do all the changes and all that stuff. Because if I call them and you call them, I ain't like what I pick and find out a dude hurt. Come on, man. You call
First of all, you ain't got to make no changes. Second of all, you don't check your emails or your text messages. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, I'll go with it because you could do that in fantasy up until kickoff. But when it's 12:01, you can't not send that text message.
Okay, that's fair enough. Fair enough.
All right, it better be 11:55, 11:59. You just cutting it in this tight.
Well, the text message or the email will state the time and the date that
you better check text messages. I don't check email on Sundays. You better send a text. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the Green and Gold G Lounge. I am your host again, Gilbert Brown, with Armand Green, the Batman, and Dorse Levins, Horse, the always changing his shit man.
Hey, man, and get my name right. It's Dorse the Horse. I'll have my 9-year-old come and show you how to say it.
He gonna pull up on you, G. You know how these young kids are.
Yeah, I like my ankles, man. I like my ankles, man.
Oh,
anyway, guys, thanks for that great show, man. And the people over there in the chat room, thank you very much for chiming in. It's fun when you guys chime in, so keep chiming in.
Yeah, we got Claps, and we gonna like this name, Smoke Bud Heavily. That's his name. That's awesome right there. His name is called Smoke Bud Heavy. Oh, Smoke Bud's Heavy. There you go.
He listening high.
He probably is. So thank you to him jumping in the chat. My man Mad Max was in the chat as well. And I think that was it. Yeah, that was it. We had Smoke Buds Heavily. Oh, BR Facial, Mad Max, and Claps all in the chat today, guys. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate y'all very much. See y'all next week.
Green and Gold G Lounge out.
Peace.
1, 2.